to the Prophecy Club. I'm going to continue talking about this meteor. And the reason I am is because I think this meteor is the biggest judgment to hit the earth since the flood some 4,500 years ago. Now, as you recall, we had Prophet Efrain Rodriguez come in from Puerto Rico, and God had shown him a vision that a large meteor will hit just west of Puerto Rico. And at Puerto Rico, it'll cause a 1,000-foot-high tsunami. By the time it hits the east coast of America, it will be from 200 to 400 foot high and go inland anywhere from 20 to 100 miles. And when it hits an earthquake fault, which runs up the Mississippi River Valley to the Great Lakes and will split America wide open from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico and cause much of the west coast from Southern California all the way up into Alaska to fall into the ocean. Then I made a second DVD called Meteor, The Destruction of America. And by the way, you must get this. This is all part of what we call the Meteor gift offer. If you've never got anything from Prophecy Club, doesn't make any difference. You got to get this, okay? In the second DVD, I talked, and I put the picture together because the Bible says in the mouth of two or three witnesses, let a thing be established, which means that if Ephraim Rodriguez is the only one that had seen this meteor, we could go back to sleep because it wasn't confirmed. But I did some research. I have found 6 people. That's right, 6 people that were shown a large meteor hitting near Puerto Rico. 5 people saw that a tsunami hit the east coast of the United States. 7 people saw America split wide into 2 pieces. 4 people saw large parts of California fall into the ocean. And Maurice Galar saw that it goes all the way up to Alaska, just broke off like a cracker. And now I have found 9 people who say the Lord told them that this split of America comes because we split Israel. However, they did say if America splits his land, he will split America. So I'm asking everyone to go to prophecyclub.com and sign up to be a fast track member. Each week, I will send you a prayer and ask you what I'd like for you to fast and pray for, and I'll give you instructions on how to fast. And we are going to pray this away because, brothers and sisters, if we force Israel to split their land, then God will send this meteor and split our land. Now, Efrain was told that the meteor will come, okay, and the series of explosions will also come. However, we are going to pray that they would be delayed, okay? Every day that they're delayed is a better world for us because when this meteor hits, life as we know it in the northern hemisphere will not be the same ever again. Probably 2/3 of America will die within that first hour when that meteor hits. Then the Russians turn around and hit us with nuclear bombs all up and down the east and west coast and occupy our land, start lopping off heads. So we got to pray that this is delayed. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I had to think about this quite a while, whether I wanted to play the audio of this DVD called Catastrophe, Meteor, Tsunami, and Earthquake that Efrain Rodriguez came up from Puerto Rico and made. The reason is because he speaks Spanish and he has to go through an interpreter. And I didn't think that would play on radio too well. Well, tough. I guess we're all just going to have to struggle through the interpretation. But if you will listen closely to what this real prophet of God says, I think you will be informed, and I think you will be shaken to your foundations. I think this will throw you onto your knees and throw you onto your face and get you into becoming a Fast Track member. You go to prophecyclub.com, sign up for Fast Track. You can cancel it anytime you want. Okay, it's free will. You want to see America destroyed? Don't do anything and it'll happen. Okay, prophecyclub.com, Fast Track. Also, you're going to order the Meteor gift offer at prophecyclub.com. Now, let's go listen to the Spanish audio with the English interpretation of Ephraim Rodriguez telling us about this meteor hitting.
Como me presentó el hermano Johnson, soy el hermano Efrain Rodriguez.
As the brother Johnson has presented me, I am the brother Ephraim Rodriguez. God called me prophet.
Cuando tenía 16 años.
When I was only 16 years old.
El mensaje que verán y les explicaré esta noche no es una ficción.
That you will see and listen to tonight is not fiction.
Es un mensaje que ustedes verán con sus ojos.
It's a message that you will see with your own eyes.
Las personas deben de tener presencia del Señor en esta
People
noche.
should have the presence of the Lord tonight within.
No solo ser cristiano,
Not only being a
tienen que
Christian,
tener presencia del
they
cielo.
have to have the presence from the
Ustedes
heavens.
se afectarán.
You will be affected.
Toda la nación se afectará.
The entire nation will be affected.
El mensaje que traigo para hoy
The
no
message
se
that
ha
I bring
grabado
today
nunca.
has never been recorded before.
La mayor parte del mensaje será hacia los
The
Estados
majority
Unidos.
of the message will be towards the United States.
Ustedes evaluarán el mensaje,
You will evaluate the message,
serán responsables de sus familiares
and you will be responsible for your family
de ponerse al día con Jehová.
and to updating yourself with Jehovah.
El estar en una iglesia no les da garantía.
Being in a church is not a warranty.
Esto se trata de vivir esta palabra.
This is about living the word.
Si no la viven,
If you don't live it,
es muy posible que la
it's
misericordia no la
very
alcance.
possible that you don't reach mercy.
Durante 41 años vi el mensaje que
Throughout
Dios me ha
41
mandado.
years, I've seen the message that the Lord has sent me.
La base principal de este evento,
And the main basis of the event
la isla de Puerto Rico,
will be Puerto Rico,
donde vivo.
where I live.
Puerto Rico, si no lo conocen,
If you don't know Puerto Rico,
parte de la nación americana.
it's part of the United States.
Somos ciudadanos americanos.
We are U.S. citizens.
Allá habemos 3.800.000
There's about
habitantes.
3.8 million
Ciudadanos de esta nación.
citizens of this nation.
En esta nación hay 4,5 millones de
In this nation,
puertorriqueños
you have
desde hace
4.5
muchos
million
años
of
viviendo.
citizens that have been living here for many years.
Una cosa que quiero que sepan,
One thing that I want you to know,
cuando oigan el mensaje en esta
when you
noche,
hear the message tonight,
esta parte no la conoce nadie, ni
this
siquiera
part
en
is
nuestra tierra, en
unknown
Puerto Rico.
from many, even in Puerto Rico.
Por esta razón,
For this reason,
entiendan que tienen que avisarle
please
a los 300
understand
millones de
that you
habitantes
have to let
aproximados que
know
viven en la nación,
the
incluyendo los
300
territorios.
billion inhabitants of this earth.
Que les voy a decir de parte de Jehová, siempre
What I'm
diré,
going to
"Así
tell
dice
you
Jehová".
on behalf of Jehovah, he will always say, and I will always say, this is what Jehovah says.
El profeta habla de parte de Jehová.
The prophet speaks on behalf of
No
Jehovah.
puede decir yo digo.
He cannot say, I say.
Dice
He
Jehová.
says, this is how Jehovah says.
Al contrario, el mensaje sería del hombre.
Otherwise, the message will come from man.
Y todos o más están a un grado delante de
Here, all of us are just 1 degree away from God.
30, 60 o 90%
Maybe 30, 60, 90%
como creyentes.
as believers.
Pero el maestro murió por nosotros.
But our Master died for us.
Él ayudará a los que estén bajos,
He will help those who are
que
below.
estén fuertes,
And those who are strong, as we say in Puerto Rico,
a fin que
they have to polish
it's possible
themselves.
that he know that palabra. Pongan al día con
They have to update themselves with the Lord.
No vienen a ver una persona que viene a decir un mensaje.
You don't come here to see someone who comes to
Los que
say a
estén en
message.
este lugar,
Whoever is here
son
in this
muchos.
place, which are
los que
many,
estén en las casas,
and those who are
de
home,
toda la nación,
all over the
esta
nation,
entidad que nos invita a dar este
this
mensaje,
entity who
será
invites us to
responsable
provide the message will
si
be
la información es
responsible
ocultada.
whether this information is hidden,
Significa que la entidad de Prophecy
which
Club
means that the entity of Prophecy Club
tiene gran trabajo por delante.
has a lot of work to do ahead of them.
El mensaje recorre el mundo,
This message is already around the world,
pero la parte que se le va a dar a la nación americana
but
no
the
recorre
part that
el
is
mundo.
provided to the United States will not go around the world.
Importante,
It is very important.
estaremos hablando de un evento que trae 6 eventos
We will be
simultáneos.
speaking about an event that brings 6 parallel
6
events.
juicios, todos
6
serán
judgments.
difíciles para la nación.
They will all be very difficult for the nation,
Viendo el Caribe,
including the Caribbean, where I live, and the old continent.
todos los países se preparan para lo que voy a hablar.
All different countries prepare for what I'm going to speak
Pero
about,
no lo saben.
but the people do not know this.
Quieren evitar lo que siempre
They want to avoid what we have been saying.
evitar un pánico a nivel del mundo.
They want to avoid a worldwide panic.
El Dios de los cielos está molesto con
The God of the heavens is very angry with the people. with his people.
Que esta noche los que estén aquí en pueblo del Señor.
Those who are here tonight are supposed to be people of the Lord. How many are the people of Jehovah? I hear many, very few. I don't even think I hear them because up there nobody should be ashamed of God. It is important for you to know, because this is the basis of taking care of the flock that will be protected throughout that night, that nothing will come to happen to them. This event, in a very close morning, around 2 a.m., there will be an event. Even if you have fear in your heart of what I'm going to say, if you have given yourself to Christ, you have nothing to fear. It is possible that the nation may not hear me speaking in English, although I understand, but I cannot speak it well. But it is important that even though it is interpreted and translated, this message has been delivered to the government of Puerto Rico and the governor of the island. As we say, the vigilance processes and all security matters have begun. When we sent the message to the Spatial Department or agency, NASA, with all the details of what is going to happen. It was very difficult for me before God because the message was very difficult and I didn't know how to say it. So I went away from God because I didn't want to give the message. I went away and I hid myself in the city of New York, and He found me there. He continued to show me things even though I was isolated. And I kept telling Him, please find someone else. I am not going to speak. But at the time, finally, when I came back to the ministries, I said, I will not speak. And it was very hard. And my spinal discs were affected by that. And the nerves of my legs. Till this day, no doctor cannot touch me ever since 4 years ago with 8 months. I had to make a covenant with the Lord to provide His message as I am. Till this day, this is how I am. Nobody can pray for me for healing. And I cannot find a doctor. I have to do as Paul did. Apostle Paul. I have to ask for mercy each time I feel the pain. These are the consequences if you do not provide the message. So maybe you have some other traditions of how to serve God. But He is a very serious, and He cannot go into a place unless they are holy. And He's looking for those places all over the planet. The church has not valued the sacrifice of our Master. And when I'm going to speak about a message like this one, they say that is a lie. But I will challenge anyone. The church, the pastors, the prophets, the president of this nation, the government of Puerto Rico. Whoever believes I am lying, throw the stone out. I told Obama, you can come arrest me whenever you want. If I am saying a lie. You come arrest me, and Jehovah will send His angels and get me out. Maybe you're silenced today, and those who are here and those who are listening to this message. But one thing I will tell you. Take advantage of the day you have today. Jehovah's night is approaching over this nation. The most important thing has been corroded. We're all to be blamed for it. But understand this, that there's still hope. The Lord made a promise to Abraham. He promised that the righteousness and the wicked will not die together. If those who are here are righteous, you will not die with the wicked. I can guarantee that. Jehovah got me into this trouble, and I will carry it with my head up high. I am not just one more prophet. I will speak on his behalf. Even others have tried in 3 different occasions to harm me. There's a circle from Jehovah. And I will tell you detail by detail of how it will be, and you will have to be prepared in this nation.
Como le estaba diciendo, se le avisó a todo el país.
As I was saying, we told the entire island.
No hay excusa.
There's no excuse.
La NASA no tiene excusa.
NASA has no excuse.
Al presidente de esta nación se le dio el
The
mensaje.
president of this nation has received the message.
Hablaremos
We will
porque
speak.
ocultaron la información.
Because the information has been hidden.
Dios sabía que ellos se iban a quedar
I knew
callados.
that they were going to keep silent.
Pero como Dios lo sabía, lo declaró
But as
primero.
God knew, he declared it first.
Por amor a ustedes.
For the love he has for you.
De lo contrario,
Otherwise,
el sacrificio del maestro hubiese quedado
the
en
sacrifice
tierra.
of our master would have been just
Por amor al
being
maestro le deja
wasted.
saber
For the Lord
los planes
and the love
antes
for the Lord,
de que
he
ocurra.
let us know the plans before it happens.
Ustedes serán testigos en esta
You
noche.
will be and you will bear testimony of this tonight.
Dicho esto, comienzo
As this has been said, I begin
a pasar la gráfica
to
para que
pass the
vean.
presentation so you can see.
Comienzo con decirle cómo
So
será
I
el
will
juicio.
begin telling you how the judgment will be.
Primero hacia esta nación
First to this nation,
y ustedes harán los arreglos
and you will
pertinentes.
make your own arrangements.
Ustedes
You
comenzarán
will begin
a ver avisos posibles de parte de la
to see
NASA.
possible advisements and news from NASA.
Ustedes pueden entrar a las redes sociales y
You
a la
can
de
go
la
into the
NASA.
social media and into NASA's page.
Cuando recibieron toda la información,
When they received all the information,
trataron de desmentirme
they tried to tell I was a lie.
desde Miami, la sede central
Since
de ellos.
from Miami, their central headquarters.
Hicieron conferencia de prensa para
They
decir que
made
el
a press room
profeta
conference to say that the prophet,
era mentiroso, que
was a
no había
liar,
nada en el
that there
espacio
was nothing in space
en ruta hacia la Tierra.
en route towards Earth.
Todas las fotos le envié a
All
ellos.
pictures that I sent them,
Mensaje escrito que ustedes van a recibir lo que estén en
the
este lugar.
message written of all the people that you're going to see here today.
Cuando me llamaron de Miami
When
a
I was
decirme
called from Miami to tell me
que los científicos de la NASA
that the scientists
desmentían
of
el
NASA
mensaje,
were saying that it was a lie, the message was a lie.
le dije a la persona que me llamó,
I told the person who called me,
no te preocupes,
don't worry,
ellos serán turbados.
they will be turned down.
Quiero decirle que el director de la NASA
I want to tell you that the director of NASA,
aparece en los videos actualmente.
he is in the videos currently.
El Congreso le preguntó
Congress asked him,
qué harían ellos
what would you do
si cayera a la Tierra un asteroide.
if upon Earth fell a meteor?
Solamente él dijo rezar.
He only said pray.
No están preparados para
They
lo
are
que
not
Dios les
ready for
mostró.
what God is showing them.
Siempre lo dijimos, no
We
estaban
have always said
preparados.
it, they're not ready.
Están los videos ahí en la
Videos are
internet.
there in the internet.
Los preparativos a nivel del mundo son grandes,
Everything to be prepared around the world is big,
pero es a nivel de gobierno solamente,
but it's to a level of the government only,
no a nivel del pueblo.
not to the level of the people.
Ustedes no lo sabían,
You guys didn't know this,
pero ellos se quedaron mudos.
but they remained silent.
Esta noche le diré los planes de
Tonight
Dios.
I will tell you the plan of God.
La nación americana comenzará a sentir
The
el
American
azote
nation will start feeling the strike
a las 2 de la madrugada,
at 2 a.m.,
comenzando
beginning
por la ciudad de Miami.
by the city of Miami.
A las 5 de la mañana
At
Miami
5 a.m. in Miami,
deberá estar recibiendo
they will begin to feel or receive
el azote
the strike
de un gran maremoto.
of a great tsunami.
Pero previo a eso,
But before that,
estarán recibiendo
they will be receiving
la causa
the cost
de la explosión atómica que hablamos
of
hace
an
un
atomic
rato
explosion that we spoke of not too long
en el
ago
área de Puerto Rico.
in the area of Puerto Rico.
Están recibiendo una onda
They will
expansiva
be receiving an expansive wave
en toda la nación
all
americana.
over the United States nation.
toca nuestra nación primero.
It will hit our nation first.
Por eso le hablo a todos ustedes.
This is why I'm here speaking to
Y a
you
los que
all.
estén en las casas viendo
And
el
all
mensaje
those who
luego.
are at home listening to this message.
Esta onda expansiva estará entrando a la
This
nación
expansive wave will be entering the nation
a unas 300 millas por hora
at
de viento
300
solamente.
miles per hour, just wind,
Significa
which means
que Dios le ha mostrado a mucha
God
gente que
has
están
shown
aquí
many
en
people who
sueños
is here in their dreams
sobre estos eventos, sobre
about
esta
this
nación.
event over this nation.
La causa se la digo al final.
The reason I will tell you at last.
Esta onda expansiva será la primera en
This
llegar.
expansive wave will be the first one to come in.
Estará levantando casas,
It will lift off houses,
creando fuegos
it will create fires
a causa del gas
because of the gas
que se consume en esta nación a través de
that
las
is
casas.
consumed in this nation throughout the houses.
Estará destruyendo todo a su paso.
It will be destroying everything on its way.
Le informamos al presidente
We
de todos los
inform
eventos.
the president of all of these events.
Cuando se le informó a ellos,
When we informed them,
ellos hicieron preparativos para nuestra isla
they made
primero.
preparations for our island first.
Enviaron primero
They first sent
la gente de FEMA primero a Puerto Rico.
FEMA's people over to Puerto Rico.
Hace casi 3 años con 8 meses
About
entrego el
3 years
mensaje
ago, with 8 months, I sent the message out
en todo Puerto Rico,
all over Puerto Rico,
día y noche sin
day
descansar.
and night without stop.
Estoy bien cansado,
I am very tired,
pero no puedo
but
descansar
I cannot rest
porque morirá mucha gente.
because many people is going to die.
Le diré ahorita los que morirán en esta
Later on, I
nación
will tell you who will die in this
y le
nation,
diré los que morirán en Puerto
and I will
Rico.
also tell you who will die in Puerto Rico.
Y espero que tengan presencia de
And I
Jehová.
hope that you have the presence of Jehovah in you,
Porque si esa presencia no está en
because
ustedes,
without that presence in you,
pueden quedarse en sus casas,
you can just stay in your house,
porque para el cielo no van.
because you're not going to heaven.
El que no tiene Espíritu Santo no es
He who
candidato
does
de
not
ir al
have the
cielo.
Holy Spirit is not on the side of heaven.
Así que nadie se engañe,
So please do not be fooled.
ni aquí, ni los que estén en la casa,
Nor here, nor those who
ni
are
en
home.
ninguna parte de la tierra.
Nowhere on earth.
Esta onda expansiva cruzará
This
todo el
expansive
mundo,
wave will go across the world.
pero como es muy fuerte,
But because it's very strong,
estará entrando a esta nación
it
primero,
will be coming to this nation first,
arrasando las islas del Caribe.
stripping off the islands in the Caribbean.
Cuando el presidente envió a FEMA,
When the president sent FEMA,
fue porque el mensaje ya estaba
was because
recorriendo
the
el
message
mundo.
was already going around the world.
Durante 7 meses,
During
Jehová
7 months, Jehovah
me levantó
woke me up
a las 2:30 de la
at
mañana.
2:30 each morning
Me dijo, antes de
and
que lleve
told
el
me
mensaje al
before
pueblo,
that I give the message to the world, to the
envía el
people,
mensaje por internet
please send the message over the internet
a lo que abro las puertas.
while I open the doors.
Porque si hubiese enviado
Because if otherwise I had
el
sent
mensaje en vivo
the
primero,
message in person
me
first,
hubiesen metido preso.
you would have been
Y
sent to
cuando el
jail.
gobierno se dio de cuenta,
When the government realized
ya el daño estaba hecho.
the damage had already been done.
Por eso no me arrestaron.
This is why I was not arrested.
Entiendan bien claro,
Please understand this clearly.
Jehová tendrá el control del
Jehovah has the
evento.
control of the event.
Y ahorita le explicaré detalle
And
por
later on, I
detalle
will explain to you detail by detail
para que ustedes se preparen.
so that you can be prepared.
Dije que a las 5 de la
I
mañana
said that at 5 a.m. in the morning,
entrará el evento en Miami.
the event will come into Miami.
El mensaje que ustedes van a
The
recibir
message that you will
escrito
receive, written,
dice que el área este
says
completa
that the
de la
East
nación va a
Coast
ser barrida.
will be stripped off.
Será barrida
It will be swept
jamás visto.
as
en-
it has never seen.
Solamente hay un récord de esto y es
Been
el
seen. There's
tiempo de
only one
Noé.
record of this, and it was back in Noah's time.
No se acabará la tierra.
The earth will not be ended.
Hay eventos
There are
declarados en
events that are
Apocalipsis
declared in the
que
Revelations
nadie puede evadir.
that no one can avoid.
Este evento es
This
prematuro
event, it's premature.
por algo importante.
Because
es
it's something
prematuro.
important, it's premature.
En el caminar del mensaje se lo diré.
In the way of the message, I will be telling you along with it.
Recibimos 3 millones
We received 3 million
entre bolsas y cajas
between bags and tombs
en Puerto Rico.
in Puerto Rico.
Cuando llevé el mensaje al
When I
gobierno,
took the message to the government,
le dije a los encargados de las áreas
I
de seguridad
told those in charge of security
Explícame por qué tantas
Please
bolsas
explain to me why this many
y
bags
tantas cajas.
and this many tombs.
Le dije todo lo que iba a
I told them
acontecer.
everything that was going to happen.
Se sinceró conmigo
Please be honest with me.
y me dijo, ¿tú sabes
And
para
they
qué son
said,
todas esas
you know what
cajas y
these
bolsas?
bags and tombs are for?
Estimamos que morirá esa
We're
cantidad de
estimated
personas.
that around that amount of people is going to die.
Only
Only in Puerto Rico.
sin contar todo
Without counting
el continente.
the entire continent.
Comencé a darle el mensaje
I
a
started
través de las
sending the
montañas de
message
Puerto Rico.
throughout the mountains in Puerto Rico.
Ahorita verá cómo se afectará nuestra
Later
tierra.
on, you will see how our earth will be affected.
Puerto
our
Rico
land.
se afectará
Puerto
grandemente.
Rico will be affected greatly.
Será la sede central de la explosión
It will
atómica.
be the central headquarter of the explosion, the atomic explosion.
Yo tengo que decir muchas
I
cosas.
have to say a lot of things.
Quizá en el aeropuerto me detengan
And maybe
los
at the airport will stop me,
agentes del gobierno.
the government people.
Pero si ustedes se salvan, valió la
But if
pena.
you save yourselves, it was worth it.
No importa lo que me hagan,
No matter what they do to me,
la vida de ustedes está en balanza.
your lives will be in balance.
Y de 300 millones de
And from
personas
300 million people
de esta nación de la cual
of
somos
this
parte.
nation that we are a part of,
El mensaje que le daré al presidente es
the
muy duro.
message that I will give the president, it's very hard.
En esta nación casi nadie puede hablar de
In
él
this
porque
nation, hardly anyone can
es
speak
un
of it.
tabú hablar del presidente.
Because it is a taboo to
Se
speak of the
equivocó.
president and say that he was
Yo
wrong.
vengo de parte de Jehová y me
I come on the
enfrentaré a
name of
él y a
Jehovah
quien
and I
sea.
will come in front of him or anyone.
Porque aquí el que manda es Jehová.
Because the one who orders here is
Esta nación le
Jehovah.
pertenece a Jehová.
This is the nation of
A
Jehovah.
ningún hombre,
It does not belong to
ni
any
blanco,
man,
ni negro,
nor
ni
white, nor
amarillo.
black, nor yellow.
Esto le pertenece y
This
los que están en
belongs,
esta nación
and
son de
those who are
Cristo.
in this nation are of Christ.
Entiendan eso.
Please understand this.
Cuando dije que toda la costa
When I
este
said
será
that the
barrida,
entire East Coast will be swept,
ya los científicos
scientists already
hicieron estimados.
made an estimate.
Now from the Prophecy Club, some exciting opportunities for you. You must get these 2 DVDs. Outside of the birth of Christ, I think this is the most important information since the flood. Prophet Efrain Rodriguez was shown in a vision that a large meteor will hit near Puerto Rico and cause a 1,000-foot tsunami there, but it'll be 200 to 400 feet high and go 100 miles inland on the east coast of America. It will also split America from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico, and large chunks of California will fall into the ocean, killing millions of Americans. In a second DVD, I put the whole picture together, quoting 6 other people that also saw a large meteor hit Puerto Rico, 4 for the tsunami hitting the east coast of the United States, 6 the split of America in 2 pieces, 3 large chunks of California falling into the ocean, 3 also saw the reason for this is because America forces Israel to split her land. Get both DVDs valued at $60 for a gift of $30. It's good for the ministry, but you have to have this information. Call 785-266-1112 or go to prophecyclub.com. Get the Meteor offer today. Get it today. How can I possibly begin to tell you what you really need to know about the last days? We have so many DVDs at the Prophecy Club, but this particular DVD is a must-have. It's called Revelations for the Midnight Hour by Maurice Sklar, and he covers 10 visions. These aren't just dreams, brothers and sisters. These are visions. And the 10 visions are the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the 6 Babylons, the vision of the mantle of Elijah, the vision of the 10 lamps, the vision of the Victorian mansion, the vision of the wedding supper, the closing of the gates, 3 wars of Israel, preparation of the bride, and the vision of heaven. All 10 of them, 1 DVD, valued at $30. We're making it available today for a gift of just $15. Call 785-266-1112 or go to prophecyclub.com. 785-266-1112, Visions for the Midnight Hour by Maurice Sklar.